What's up guys, back in today with another reaction on the channel. Today I'll be reacting to the first episode of Let's Play Quest-darake no My Life. I'm not 100% sure what that translates to, but yeah, no idea what I'm really getting into here. I'm assuming it's going to be game focused, and that is the extent of my knowledge, so we'll just get straight into it. Let me know what you guys think about this first episode though in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And yeah, let's see what we got here. I remember it sounded pretty promising. It didn't look awfully popular or anything, but I remember reading the synopsis and it sounded quite interesting. Can't remember exactly what it did say though. I remember that name from Persona. Ariadne. Bro's got the Xbox gamer tag right there. Me and my friends had something that was similar. It was JVI, which in capitals looks like M. So it'd be like mine was Munchie. For that it was I'm gonna say actually. I'm not gonna say. Yeah, with the JVI clan. Oh, Edgar, awfully close to dying. Okay, yes, that was just some kind of massive MMO. I've never really played a game like that, to be honest with you. But the closest thing I did play was, I think it was Digimon Online, I think it was, or something like that. Yeah, this hasn't been a category of game I've actually really ever played. Just like, it feels like there's a lot of buttons and a lot, yeah. And might sound bad, but you've got to rely on other people. I'm much more of a single player gamer. Yeah, you got to rely on other people, like 30 other people. It's like struggle enough playing like Call of Duty Overwatch with like 5 other people, let alone 40. I think it is pretty cool though. I love the concept of it, just not for my personality. Bowser. So he does look like a bit of a Bowser Koopaling, doesn't he? Wow. quite the inception right here. So she's a big fan of this kind of streamer gamer. They got very similar households and neighbors. Oh, I think that might be neighbors. I think that might have been part of the premise. It's a hospital bed right there. Okay, I'm liking the style though. Again, I don't really watch too many gaming channels much nowadays. I used to watch a lot, but yeah, nowadays I watch quite a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh content, to be honest with you, and a lot of horror kind of content and stuff. I love this intro though. The start was really cool. To be honest, I am kind of lying. I do watch a few like gaming channels. Bork Basoup is like one of the bigger ones I watch a lot of. There's a lot of horror games, a lot of mods, a lot of games I like. Yeah, got a bit of Pokemon. Got again, I love this style. This is very much a style I kind of grew up with playing. Okay, really awesome intro. I like that a lot. Again, the style specifically, the song was good, but like the visuals there were awesome. A lot of throwbacks, a lot of references. Pretty damn awesome. So yeah, I'm now again. I think I'm kind of remembering it. I think this is like a romance about like these dorks, and I think they live next to each other. Like that guy's one of the biggest dorks. His name is Link, bro. I haven't played too many Zelda games, if any at all, to be honest with you. But I do know it's a very common misconception, isn't it, that Link is called Zelda just because that's the name of the game. I've actually much more played the older pixel games than any of the newer Zelda games, to be honest with you. A lot of friends she's got here. And of course, I always love when Sugita's in a show. So, pretty interesting role he's got here. Not something I would have expected. Play Link. I just got a raid that day. Come on, bro. Yeah. Very clear where her priorities are at. Not dating you. So I might have missed something. She like a game creator then, and or maybe she just I don't know. See a bit more. I think I probably missed something along the way. I guess she just works here. I can't imagine the big boss of the place would be walking in like this. She just works at this game company, I think. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Doing absolutely nothing, by the way. Got it. An empty, an empty file with nothing on it. Honestly, I mean, it might feel like she's missing out, but when I used to work at a place similar to this, I used to love getting out of meetings. To be honest, boring. I mean, yes, it's like it's time where you don't actually have to work essentially. So it's kind of nice in that regard, but also like talking with a bunch of people that don't really want to talk to. So either way, win-win or loss, I guess you could say. Depends how you look at it. So she's a what they call it, nepotism hire. Seems like she got a pretty successful family. I don't feel quite so bad for her now. But yeah, I'm liking the voice actors so far. They've got some real nice talent for quite a few of the roles. Oh, she's definitely out there cheating on you, bro. That woman's way too attractive. That woman's way out of your league. Although I guess he probably is rich, so. So her game's going well. 8.4 rating, pretty damn good. Although you always got to take these ratings such a pinch of salt, haven't you? In anything, whether they're fan voted or critic voted or anything. I played plenty of very highly rated games that I haven't enjoyed so much, and vice versa. Oh, damn. Oh dear. Better. Are you blind? That's nice of her. One, you should know that that's his daughter, so you shouldn't be saying any of this. And two, like, what else are you meant to do? This is fucking hell. Get this guy fired right now. What the fuck? I'm not liking this guy so far. Oh wow, half the episode's gone already. I did notice that actually like usually like 24 minutes, 25 minutes. This is only 23 minutes, I think. Just under 23 minutes, so it's on the shorter side. So maybe I do expect it to go quickly, but yeah, this guy has not been shown to be that nice so far. It seems like they might be shining a bit of a new light on him here, but like for me, if I was in her situation, this would be like, yeah, fucking finally time to get this guy, dob this guy into HR, get this guy fucking sacked for literally getting naked right next to him. Like, goddamn, he's royally screwed up here. It seems that he might not be so bad though. I don't know, but we'll see, I guess. But like, yeah, this is something I definitely have in the back pocket. Like, he harassed me. Literally took off his top and harassed me. That's a big deal. That was quite the thing. Everybody stopped and stared. Like, must be quite an attractive woman for that to happen. Fucking job's worth. Jesus. They wanted his smell, his smelly armpits, his BO stench jacket on you. More harassment. Hey, who cares? It's just an accident. Don't need to do anything about that, do we? Gonna try and get him fired, isn't he? I mean, come on, it's just an accident. Yeah, this guy's Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones has not been very nice so far, has he? Anybody that has one of those Greek fucking head statues like he's got in the back there. I missed that. Sorry guys, I was yapping. But Again, I did notice that he's got one of these like Greek god statues in the back there. I think that tells you quite a lot, doesn't it? That tells you quite a lot. But yeah, I don't like this guy's tone. Again, a very, very talented voice actor. They got voice acting him again. Very impressed with that so far. But yeah, this guy's a classic douchebag so far, isn't he? My parents were at the top of the building I worked at like this. I'd get this guy fucking fired ASAP, which shouldn't be able to do, but she blamed Lucy now. Oh no. No, she didn't blame her, but that's how this guy's going to take it, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't take advantage of your situation like this, but I can't say I wouldn't to get this guy out of my fucking hair. Maybe I'd get my parents to say, you know what, why don't you try being an intern for a couple of weeks? Put them down a few pegs. Wow, this guy, he's so dramatic. Bit of fucking coffee. We're wasting valuable work time. Right? It's not like so stupid. She's fucking helping dry the t-shirt. She said that. What the hell is this, by the way? Confrontation. Guess that's how it might feel. How it feels for her to try and speak up. Kick his ass, friendship. Oh, I thought she hung up. I was gonna say. I thought Lucy hung up. That would have been satisfactory. This is satisfactory still, but like, yeah. Shut your bitch ass up. But this guy's come off horribly, hasn't he? Why don't we fire this guy for trying to get people fired for the slightest little things that doesn't even affect somebody's job? Harassment. She needs to come in here and record this next time. It's the least you could do. Oh, this looks terrible, this, doesn't it? Holy crap. What were they doing in there? That looks terrible. Okay, now I hope he gets fired. No, this should be grounds for firing as well. Fire this guy. Fire this guy. I mean, yeah, you could do that as well. Fire this guy. Booking Chan. That's it. Oh, come on. We need some divine punishment for that dude, honestly. I actually try to make him look like a good, kind of okay guy for not firing that girl at the end there as well. Just like, yeah, that's the least you could fucking do. Not do something. He's literally about to ruin this guy's life. For what? I remember now. Yeah, that's the premise, isn't it? Um, I'm pretty sure the guy that she watches. Ah, yeah, it's come back to me now. Apologies. I probably should have read it just before the episode. I'm kind of glad I didn't because it's kind of snuck back up on me. But yeah, I remember now with these two in the background. The whole premise is that I think it's like there's a romance going on, but it's also the fact that the guy that she watches doesn't like her game and gave like a bad review for her game, which again everyone's got their own opinions. It's pretty highly rated by the general public, it seems like, but this because of this one big streamer, just like something as simple as one person not liking it can have a massive knockdown effect. I see it on my YouTube channel. An example for me would be if like for one of my videos I upload, it might not get any likes in an hour. If somebody likes it, that usually causes a knock-on effect, and people be like, "Oh, one person has," then two people, then like, it's something you notice that there's a very, I'm not sure I'd call it a bandwagon per se, but people do like to kind of like jump on a bandwagon and stuff like that, and kind of go along with, oh, somebody else has done it, so I'll also give a negative review in this instance. Again, in my kind of example, it's like no one liked it, and then one person liked it, then a bunch of people liked it. It could have if initial person never liked the video, it might not got any likes whatsoever. But because one person did, now more people have. You can't exactly like prove that, but I've seen that on a lot of my videos over the time. Like as soon as I upload them, for example. Yeah, I remember the premise now. Okay. What does he not like about this game? Is he playing it wrong? This reminds me of that fucking guy. Sorry to pause again so quickly, but I don't even know his name. I've only ever really seen clips of him on Twitter, but I've seen him like play. I think it was like Donkey Kong, the latest game, Super Mario Kart, and a few other games, and he just calls everything. If he doesn't win, he just calls everything unfair and unbalanced and poorly designed. And he was like talking about like how stupid like some of the shortcuts are in like the Mario Kart games, and it's just like, and I've seen a few clips of the guy. He's like this middle-aged man that's just like, I think he was playing Silk Song recently that he was struggling with, and it's just like the game's not bad because you're not good at it or you're not optimizing it. Like, yes, you might not personally have fun with it, but does that make it bad? Again, sometimes like that's why the context is always important. Is how does somebody play a game? Are they just trying to brute force? I've done this. I've tried to brute force. A good example for me would be Devil May Cry. It's going to sound really bad for a lot of you guys, but I never ever really switch off the initial weapons you get, which makes it a little bit harder, I think, because they're probably not as powerful as some of the other weapons. But I really like the speed of the initial weapons, like the ones you get after you initially kind of after like a few missions. They always seem a little bit slower than the initial weapon you're given. So I pretty much always play Devil May Cry games with the startup weapons, and it can be done like that, like easily. Like I don't really can't say it's like a struggle or anything, but people will be like, "Oh, you're playing it wrong. You're not trying enough kind of styles and such." But I just like that. I know all the moves with the initial weapons. Like I don't really want to learn a bunch of new stuff after mastering this style, for example. And that's probably not exactly the right way to play those games. The right way would probably be to try out a bunch of weapons and see what best fits you. So again, I've definitely done this, but people do absolutely try and brute force. Like in survival horror games, they try and go through it, killing everything, and that's just like, you can't do that. Silent Hill was a great example. You can't go through those games killing everything. You've got to run past a bunch of shit. It's unplayable and unbeatable. How does this guy have an audience? And this is the knock-on effect that I just mentioned. Wow. And like, how how much must that suck? You get all these awesome reviews, and then one person has this stupid opinion, and it just changes everything. I imagine it's not too different for anime creators and like mangakas and such as well. There's a lot that can relate to this, isn't there? Creative fields. A puzzle adventure game. Do you know what? I'd probably like that game. I said earlier, single player kind of puzzle games, especially survival horror games, are my favourites. So I'd probably like this game quite a lot. Yeah, I bet it does feel like that. I bet it fucking does. Like an example for me would be if someone like with millions of subscribers was to watch one of my videos, which that would never happen. But if that was the case, and then they just started, oh, this is awful. This is one of the worst things ever. I'd just be absolutely fucked forever. I think, wouldn't I? I'd just have a reputation of being the person that's absolutely destroyed by this hugely influential, popular person, and my career or anything would go nowhere. So awfully fucking close. This guy, just kill him. There's two guys already that could die already in this show, isn't there? That we could kill, and I wouldn't really care too much. Kill this guy. Life is S rank. Okay, yeah, really good first episode. Very interesting premise. Again, that's why I picked up this show. I couldn't remember it initially, but yeah, I do remember it now. Of course, now we've seen it. But yeah, really interesting premise. Again, relatable. Not just for me, but for imagine the people that created this, which means they've got like an extra kind of affinity to the subject material. So you'd hope that that would make this like they put a lot of effort into this. Just how things kind of go in that way, doesn't it? So yeah, very solid start so far. I like this a lot. Horrible characters. Like this guy, and so far what we've seen from this guy is pretty fucking snobby, and yeah, maybe we judged him too quickly. But he'd done the same to her game, so doesn't exactly feel unfair. Probably there's a lot more to him, but I'm always a champion of this. You should always think about things you like before you actually say them out loud, and think of what effect they can have on people. Maybe I need to learn from that as well. Like I give my opinions on anime. Maybe I need to not be so harsh on some anime. But yeah. In his case, it was just like, well, you're not even trying to play it correctly. I gave my example of Devil May Cry. Maybe I should be more open to trying new weapons and such in that game, and divulging away from my comfortable kind of play style. But that's just not something I do. I feel like you can still enjoy the game. Maybe it's just like I can still enjoy that game like that. It's just other people, if they were just forced to have like that one kind of style, they wouldn't enjoy it as much. But I like those games. It's not the case that I don't like those games because I'm forcing that one play style. I like that play style, and I really like the games. If I didn't like the games, then yes, you could have issue with, well, you're not playing it correctly. You're not even trying to do new things. So there's no wonder why you don't like the game, because you're not actually trying to play it in different styles, which is exactly what this guy's doing. He's just like let's just go back to this scene. What was he saying? He was talking all sorts of nonsense, wasn't he? So it's one of those learning curve things, isn't it? When you go into an area that's too like high level or something, that's something that you shouldn't be doing. Surely that should tell you, well, maybe I'm not supposed to do that right now. Whereas this guy, he just seems to just maybe just keep dying over and over again to these goblins. Excuse me, gentle sir, but would you help me? this also does feel a bit like I don't know about you guys, but gaming was a lot harder back in the day, which sounds like a very old thing to say, but you couldn't Google things. So I bring up again survival horror games. I think Silent Hill was one especially for this, where it is actually quite hard to navigate if you don't have like you might get lost on one portion, which was a charming part about games back in the day, and a pretty charming part about the games because you'd explore, you'd be stuck in an area for like hours. Like, how the hell do I move on? There'd be something that wasn't like outlined. Like you got the yellow paint nowadays. Yellow paint's a big one of just like they pour something, some kind of visual on there to tell you where to go or what to do, or some kind of tutorial, and it's very kind of forgiving in that sense. But again, when I was like growing up, I would get stuck in some game areas again like Silent Hill for hours and just be like, where the hell do I go? Well, I'm so lost right now. I think that is a bit of a flaw, but again, this also does add to part of the charm because you do look around more, you do carefully study things a bit more, and then when you do find out what you're kind of missing, you're like, oh yeah, and that's like such a relieving kind of accomplish filled moment. Whereas I think that can be a bit taken away nowadays with the kind of ease of tutorials and again the yellow paint kind of stuff. This dude is why we have yellow paint in games, by the way. He didn't read the T's and C's, and he got punished. It's a piece of shit. How do you know that? Like, how are you so comfortable in, like, that is one thing about my opinions on the anime and such. Like, yes, I'll give my opinions. If they are harsh, it is what it is. But I will try and understand. I will try and see a different viewpoint. I won't just outwardly just go, this is a piece of dog shit that can't be beaten and it's unplayable. It's like, surely you'd want to hear some other people's opinions on it first and maybe check if other people have beat the game or played the game past a certain point, then like say that your experience is a universal experience that everybody has. Like, how can you say this when this is just your, yeah, I don't know. Again, this is kind of like funny because it does relate quite a bit to my kind of line of what I do on YouTube, and like I'm not a critic per se, but I can be quite critical of anime I watch, especially if they are bad. I will say 8, 9 out of 10 times I'm usually fine with any show if it's like okay or good or great, but there is like 1 out of 10 times where there is just like an absolute piece of dog shit that I'm watching, and what do I do then? I just drop it. I say my piece, say what issues I have. If other people like it, fair play to them. The most annoying ones of that is the overrated stuff. I say this quite often with solo leveling, for example, which people might not like me saying because this is a kind of game focused thing, a bit like solo leveling is like a kind of game kind of anime. I think that's incredibly overrated, and they're the ones I am most harsh on. I would say the overrated stuff, Blue Box, the Fragrant Flower Blossoms with Dignity that aired last season, which I think all of those shows that I mentioned are good and okay, but they've just like they've got very high ratings, and the harshness I give them is to kind of offset that, if that makes sense. Like, I'm harsher on those because they are so highly regarded, whereas they probably should be a little bit less regarded, in my opinion. If it is just like an absolute pile of dog shit, I don't like pile on it. I'm just like, yeah, well, it wasn't good, so I'm not going to watch. But I do continue to watch things like Solo Leveling because again, it could use some critiques, to be honest. It gets way too much kind of butt licking from a lot of people. So again, it's I could maybe take a few. It's pretty ironic, some of the things I'm saying there, perhaps. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I did say, really good first episode. I like the premise a lot. I think the characters are interesting. Some great voice talent on display here as well. And yeah, just a really cool premise. Can't wait to see more of these two. To be honest with you, the game designer and the streamer right here. It's quite a. I've never seen something like this. It feels like it would be like a very cringe live action TV show. Like you just you know, just like watching, why am I watching something like this? But I think because it's an anime, it does feel quite refreshing actually, and quite meta perhaps is the word for it. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more about this for sure. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Again, quite a lot of things maybe I could take on board here that I said for sure. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 2.